Hello and welcome to Cook's Crazy Workshop. Well, I've been away a while and I've not scripted this, so I'm going to ramble a little bit. Thank you for everybody who's hung in there as a subscriber, even though I've not posted anything for at least 3 months, maybe 2 months. I've just been really super busy trying to set up a business, trying to design kits and prototype them, get them ready for sale, and then I've been selling them on eBay. I'll just show you those now with the power of future me doing some superb editing. I'm going to put a photo there. Alright, there, there. Alright, so I've got one choice left, haven't I? There. Oh, you son of a... So, there's been a lot of developments as regards capabilities and equipment, and I'm just going to have a little quick look in the workshop now. And I'm calling it a workshop now because officially it is a workshop. It's no longer just a shed. Started with a shed, but it's a workshop, and I'll fight anybody in a pub car park who disagrees. Not really, because I'm too old for that. Right, let's go inside. So still got the old computer set up for the lasers, but I have now upgraded my smaller laser to a 10-watt laser to be the same as this one. So now I've got two 10-watt lasers, and it just makes life easier, because when I've got one machine set up to do a particular cut, I can use either machine to do it, so it means I can double my productivity. Whereas I had the 5-watt laser, all of the settings would have to be changed and everything would have to be slowed down because the 5-watt just didn't have the power of the 10-watt, which is fairly obviously when you think about it. So I've literally just set that up today. The final parts came, which was the limit switches, and I had to get some Genmitsu limit switches. They work perfectly fine. All the other ones that I've had off eBay do not work because the polarities and stuff are reversed, and every time I try to reverse it myself I got some really horrible beeps coming out of the motherboard, so I stopped doing that and bought the proper ones. So that's the laser 10. I've got my space there where I lay out all of my graphical pieces to attach them to wood before burning. And as we move across, we've now got some workspace area here where I've got a very tiny sander, and just so you can see how small it is, there's a human hair. And I've got this little device here that I have invented because with the extra capabilities, which we'll get to in a minute, I'm now making a number of custom rings for people. So I designed this little mandrel holder, which has got bearings on, so you can just spin it when you're gluing in your rocks or gluing in your powders, whatever else is you're doing. Little mortar and pestle there. Again, very tiny. For reference, there's a human hair. A small bench grinder, which is super useful when you're infilling with stone, a rock, gemstones, to get them down to level. It's a lot quicker to do it with a grinding wheel than it is with a angle grinder, but bench grinder, belt grinder, and oh god, belt sander. Then on the edge there, there's a little polishing wheel, which is where all the finishing gets done, but it's a little bit small. You've seen it in relation to a human hair. I think I'm going to actually get a proper spinny big one, just to make life just that little bit easier. And then finally, the most exciting new addition, for me at least, is a mini lathe. Now, I have waited and longed for a mini lathe for at least 5 years. It has been the longest wait for anything I've ever desired. But finally, the stars aligned and I was able to raise the money to purchase one. So this is an 8x16 1 horsepower mini lathe, 750 watt. It's got a nice 4-inch chuck, so I can sling fairly big work in there. However, I'm not. I'm just using it to spin a ring mandrel for sanding and early stages of polishing, and also applications of finishes and things like that. I've also been just messing about, turning pieces of brass and things like that, just for the literally just for the joy of it. and it is such a joy. I cannot even begin to tell you how much joy it is. I did make a lovely little scribe, a brass bodied scribe with a steel nib, and seems to have gone missing completely. I don't know where it's gone at all. It's gone into a black hole somewhere. And I've had a tidy up as well. I had a tidy up before you came in because I didn't want it to be a mess. I tend to leave things a bit of a mess, you see, because I'm not a very tidy person. What else? Oh yeah, other nice cool things. See the size of the big fan. So my friend Gordy, who's a heating and cooling engineer, very, very kindly volunteered to come and have a look at my ventilation system and see if he could improve it. And so far he has produced this bad boy, which sucks a hell of a lot more air out than my small little baby one. I do, however, think I'm going to need to put another one up there, maybe not the same size as that, but maybe the smaller one that I had, feed that through there, because at the moment all of the smoke that's been generated at this end, it's taking too long to get sucked out to tube. So I'll have to have a little think about that, but it's not urgent at the moment. It'll be more urgent when I've got a rush of kits and I'm needing to do 2 or 3 at a time, or 2 at a time. 2 sets of air pumps there, which is for the air assist, both of which run like veins, very, very professionally slung to there, but nothing gets caught up and everything's out of the way, which is, it doesn't have to look good, does it? It just has to work, because it's not like I'm bringing people in here and showing them round of best practices. These are not the best practices, these are the practices to make things work. So that's the way that is. Decided to go for the cooler lights, the warmer lights under the lathe, for the simple reason ClickSpring's videos are absolutely amazing and they're all done under warm light. So I'm going to be doing some videos and they're going to be nothing like the quality of ClickSpring. So there you go. We have dreams. So the next update will probably be me doing some actually workflow stuff. I might do something on the lathe. I might actually show you through the construction of a ring. I think actually I will do it. I'll show you how I make a glitter ring. So, oh, that's not going to focus, is it? Let's go outside. Let's just go outside. That's even worse. So, make these little glitter rings, which are beautiful. And under UV light, we've got little stars that light up, and then they will glow in the dark a nice blue. And they're very, very nice, especially when you're out clubbing or at a rave. Or anywhere there's a UV light, so that might mean going in a freezer shop and saying, have you got any UV lights for the flies? And then just putting your fan under that, and people go, oh, that's pretty. And you go, yep, I bought them from a guy who for some reason now makes jewellery as well as model kits. Yeah, so I've rambled, haven't I? Yeah, I've had a ramble, but at the end of the day, I've posted a video, and I want to let you know that I will be posting more. I will be doing more videos. Now that everything's all set up and settled, and I've got 14 kits, I think, now that I've got available for sale. They're just going to tick over in the background while I concentrate on the rings, and when a kit gets sold, I'll do the kit, and just makes my day busier, because I've got a couple more kits to design, one of which is being just so troublesome that it's made me want to give up more than once, and I've half given up twice, but not fully given up. I'll keep going back to it and trying to get it to fit, but it's a challenge. So I'll get them done, and we'll make some videos. Now, the reason I haven't been doing any of the videos on all the kit things is because I'm doing them to sell, and the process that I'm going through to make that happen is fairly long, arduous, a lot of frowning, a lot of swearing, and general grief and stress. And really, you don't want to be along for that kind of ride. I respect you too much to put you through that. If I do something in the future that's a bit simpler, that I can show you how I put some things together in Lightburn, and maybe I'll do that. But yeah, I'm going to concentrate on showing you the ring stuff, because I just really enjoy it. Just wait for that to reset itself, so I'll come back to the front camera. God, it's warm in here. The problem is I've got a black roof and the sun shines, and the heat of the sun just goes, amplify. So I could do to lag it, really, put some insulation up there, but That's future me problems. So anyway, thanks for coming back. Thanks for trusting that I would come back. I'm back, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.